Hey there, true believers, welcome back. David Eon here, sitting in the video game room, and I have a nice fat stack of Bronze and Copper Age X-Men comic books that I got in a trade. It was a trade for some video game related stuff, and I just thought I would share this with you and take a look at what I've got. And the person I got this from, he doesn't know anything about comic books, but he had these X-Men's, and I kind of got them sight unseen, and you can see how clean this one is. This is number 289. Nothing spectacular about this issue, but just to give you an idea really slowly here how clean these are. Because I did cheat and look at a couple of these real quick, and I got an idea of some of the things that are in here, but for the most part, I don't know exactly what's in here. And so you're seeing it as I'm seeing it, but they're all pretty clean. And like I said, this one's not that fantastic, but there should be a couple of gems in here. And here's an early Bishop cover. And he told me basically, oh yeah, they're really clean. I think they look good. And quite frankly, when it comes to comic books, one guy's idea of really, really clean or really nice is another guy's idea of toilet paper when it comes to comics. But these are really sharp. And in contrast, of course, you know, that's a really nice cover. Really nice dynamic cover, I think. Again, nothing spectacular about issue 285. But again, in sharp contrast, somebody might think that the condition of their books looks terrible, and they turn out to be really good. And fortunately for me, these are really good. And there's number 284 with Bishop again. Also, the mutant Bishop makes his move. This is right around the introduction of Bishop here. And I like X-Men, especially like Bronze Age with Chris Claremont. There's something about that whole time period that really jumps out. Now this one's a key issue. This is the first full appearance of Bishop, when he's fully revealed, and I can already see it on top there. The first appearance of Bishop, period, number 282. This is a big key issue. It's not worth a fortune, but it is really sharp and clean, and that's very important. So the high condition on this adds to the value. If I were to get it graded or something like that. 281, which is kind of a key issue, because this is the first Trevor Fitzroy, although his character never amounted to much, so even though it's a key issue for a first appearance, it's not worth a whole hell of a lot. It's still in really great condition though. And what do we have next? 277. Nice cover. Again, nothing too special. X-Men 275, giant sized, spectacular. And this is a wraparound cover. It's actually like, you see the split there, and that's because it's a folded cover. So this, it gateways out, and then of course it wraps around the back like a giant poster. This one's not worth a whole heck of a lot. There's a gold second edition of that. Oh, there's several copies of this, where this is printed in gold. I think it's like a second or a third edition that goes for a bit more. A third copy. Okay. They're all really sharp though. I mean, these are easily more than a 9. I mean, most of these that I've looked at so far, if I were to send them in to be graded, they'd probably pull like a 9.6 easy. Maybe more. 274. Jim Lee cover. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Stripped down Rogue. It's a nice cover though. I like Jim Lee's art. And he was really prominent in the 90s too. 273. Jim Lee again. Again, nothing super valuable here. 72, Jim Lee cover. It's right around the era where Jim Lee and Rob Liefeld were a big deal. 271, very dynamic. And again, very clean. Most of these, there's not even like staple creases, like they've never even been opened. Another copy of 271. What's this? 269. Guess who wins? Magneto. And then we jump all the way to 246. Stand up. Again, nothing spectacular about it, just that it's a very clean copy. 236, which is a key issue because it's the first gen engineer, I think. Not a big key issue because again, that's a character that not much since has been done with, but that does make it a key issue, and it is super clean, as you can see all the way around. It doesn't even look like it's ever been opened. I love that. Let's see, 235. Nothing too spectacular about that one. Nice full cover. Little bit of a roll right there, a little creasing, but that's not hard to fix. Oh, I like this one. 234. I don't believe it's a key issue, but that's a great cover. And it's a classic Wolverine cover. And it's in great condition. This is one that I would try to send in to get graded. I like that. It's like the classic Wolverine crucifixion cover, kind of done in the same coloring. Very nice. Let's see here. 227, Fall of the Mutants storyline. More Fall of the Mutants, 225. Kind of a rudimentary art going there, but still. Another copy of 225. I don't think there's anything significant about issue 225. 224, Fall of the Mutants. And you can see that these are like direct to market versions, the kind you would get in the comic store rather than at a newsstand. Newsstand one would have had a barcode. So that is a variant. If you were into variant covers, Bronze or Copper Age, that is your variant cover most of the time. 223, Storm versus a Snake, apparently. And I just caught a glimpse of something there. 222, that is 222, classic Wolverine versus Sabretooth cover. And any cover with Wolverine versus Sabretooth from this time period, and this is 1987, it's going to be valuable. This is one that I would send in to get graded. It's in really sharp condition. I like that. I like the Wolverine versus Sabretooth crossovers. And 221. That is a big deal, if you know what this one is. And this is the direct version, not the newsstand edition. This is the first appearance of Mr. Sinister. First appearance of Mr. Sinister, number 221. That's a big deal, and it is super clean. It doesn't look like it's been opened. Perfect condition, and there's two of them. Look at this. Fantastic. Happy to see these. Definitely. That's great. That makes the whole stack worth it. Never mind the other stuff, which is, you know, I love all of it, but that really puts it over to see something like that. Number 220, that black mark is on the bag. See, not on the comic. Number 220, Forge, you coward, show your face. Okay. Okay, Storm. Look at those heels on Storm. I don't know how they walk in that stuff. Another copy of 220. 2 copies. Very, very clean. 9.6 or better. 219. Welcome to the X-Men Havoc. Hope you survive. Okay. 218. It's a Dazzler, right? Is that Dazzler? Somebody will tell me. I don't know everything. I remember a lot, but I don't know everything. That looks like Dazzler, though. Dazzler versus Juggernaut. Again, super clean copies. Nice sharp edges. What else have we got here? 216. This is the newsstand edition. It looks like some discoloration on that one. I don't know if something happened to it or if that's a printing error. I'll have to look at it more closely. Not a particularly valuable or key issue though, so no harm done if it's not. And I'm going to swap these stacks around so I have a better base here so that we can continue on. Number 215, very clean copy. And it says introducing Stonewall, which is the guy in the purple outfit there. And this is a key issue because I believe this is his first appearance. Although, again, another character they never really did much with, so not particularly valuable. Number 214. And I think this is Dazzler joining the team. Very dynamic cover. I like that cover. Number 213 here. Yeah. Another classic Wolverine versus Sabretooth cover. And at the Atlanta Comic Convention, actually, I just picked up a graded copy of this. And we did a virtual tour of the Atlanta Comic Convention that we put up not too long ago. But I just got a graded copy of this. And this one looks to be as clean as the graded copy. Real nice. And of course, 212, which is Wolverine versus Sabretooth Round 1. Ties in with the issue that you just saw. Very nice copy. Excellent. 211. With the framed cover. A lot of collectors really like these when it's a framed cover like that, and there are collectors who will specifically look for just Marvel covers that are framed this way and collect those. This is number 211, and this is what? The first full appearance of Scalp Hunter. So it's a key issue. And look at that, a second copy in just of good of a condition. Very nice, very nice. Number 210, and I believe this is the beginning of the Mutant Massacre. So it's a key issue for that story and the first appearance of the Marauders. And I don't know if there's anything else. It might be, I think that's it. So Mutant Massacre and First Marauders. I like that cover too. And 2 copies. Excellent. This one's cut a little funny though. You see that? Look at the top. This one is not in the best condition though. You can see it's not terrible, but you can see that it's a red copy because it's got those corner stress marks there. And there's a weird cut to it. Look at the top of the 2 of these. Oops. So that you can see it maybe. If you look at the top of both of these, you see how this one's been cut across the words as opposed to a straight cut on this one. It's 209. And that is Nimrod back there that Colossus is fighting with. And I liked the Nimrod character. He was practically indestructible. I mean, Nimrod is the guy who fought all of the X-Men and all of the Morlocks and everybody all at once and beat them pretty much every time, or narrowly escaped. It took all of them to hold him down, but he was able to really work them over. And there's 208, which is another appearance of Nimrod. You see him in the background. And is that the Hellfire Club? Yeah, he fought the Hellfire Club too. He whipped the tails off of them. And when you go to, the reason this sticks in my mind is because when you go to those big Marvel anthologies where they say they have information on every Marvel character, you know who you don't see? You don't see Nimrod. Another one you never see is the Tri-Sentinel. Where's the Tri-Sentinel in any of those anthologies? 207 with Wolverine. Classic Wolverine cover. I don't think it's a key issue, but it's a popular cover. Who else have we got here? 205. And this is Lady Deathstrike appearance. Another classic Wolverine cover. And I have two of them. I got two. .204, Lights, Camera, Murder. Nothing spectacular about this particular issue, but again, super clean, very sharp edges. No indentations or anything. Really high grade. Here's a big deal. 201. And this is the first appearance of Nathan Summers, who turns out to be Cable. So this is like the first appearance of Cable as a baby. And this one was, I believe, reprinted a couple of times. I might be mistaken. But there's several variants of this cover. First, Baby Nathan. And number 200, which is a key issue because it's also considered the first appearance of Baby Nathan, because Jean is in labor. So it's fetus Cable. I don't know how that works, but it's still considered a key issue. What are you going to do? This is number 199. Nice cover. And I believe this is the first Rachel Summers as Phoenix. First Rachel Summers as Phoenix. Key issue, but not really highly sought after. I think it's the first Freedom Force in there too. 198. Life and Death, Claremont and Windsor Smith. And there's two copies. It's a nice cover. I like the coloring. Nothing significant about it otherwise, though, I don't believe. Oh, wait, a third copy. So I got three of these. Why couldn't it have been three copies of the first appearance of Gambit? I didn't see a first appearance of Gambit in this stack. Although I'm real happy to see those Mr. Sinisters, though, so I'm not complaining or anything. But Gambit's first appearance is mixed in here somewhere. But I don't have it. 197, Doctor Doom appearance. Again, super clean copy. Really nice. 196, and I see two copies. There's another one here. This one is a little rough on this edge. This one is pretty clean. And you see here that it's a Secret Wars 2 tie-in. Otherwise, nothing spectacular. 195. Classic Wolverine cover. other than that, I don't think there's anything amazing about the book. This one looks, it's not rough, but you can see that it's been read or otherwise handled. There's a dented corner and some marks right in the spine. This one, however, looks like it's an unread copy. 194, Nimrod pounding the crap out of the X-Men again, which he did every time they came in contact with him. Took the entire team to subdue him, and when they did subdue him, he would just teleport away. He'd disappear. He was a really interesting character. I wish they hadn't dispensed with him. 2 copies, obviously. Almost done here. 193, double-sized issue. 100th anniversary issue of the all-new different X-Men, it says there on the bottom. And 2 copies. Special double-sized issue. This copy looks red. It looks like a red copy. There's even a little tear up in this corner. This copy looks untouched. 191. And this looks like a red copy. You see some marks here, a little bit of stress mark. And this is the first Nimrod, so it is a key issue. First appearance of Nimrod, even though Marvel wants to act like he doesn't exist. 190, really solid copy. Scream, Xavier, scream. Eerie cover. 189, that looks like a red copy. You can see somebody has flipped through this book. 188, and we're winding down. We're nearly done with this stack. 184. I'm not seeing anything else jumping out at me here. Number 184. Number 176 with Cyclops. Looks like he's drowning, being choked by an octopus. And this is a key issue. First appearance of Valerie Cooper. Another character I don't think they've really done too much with, so it's not like a huge valuable book. However, still, it's a first appearance. It's a key issue. 175, 20th anniversary issue. And I guess that makes it a key issue. This one is worth a couple of bucks. It's worth a few dollars. And again, in really, really excellent condition. And that leaves just one more in the stack. Number 165. And apparently Storm becomes a brood queen. I don't remember this one. But that is the last one in the stack. This is what I got in my trade. And I'm not telling you what I traded. Anyway, I hope that was a nice little distraction for you. Please do give the video a thumbs up if you got anything out of it. I hope that you did. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. Check out our Patreon project. If you're not familiar with our Patreon project, there is a link for that down below. Find us on Instagram, Open by Chance on Instagram. Or find us on our Facebook group. Information for all of that is down below. Overall, I'm happy with it. Again, there's something about the Bronze Age X-Men that you had to be there. You know, if you haven't read those, I thought that during that time period they did a great job with the X-Men. So I'm happy to have these regardless. I know there's some key issues in here that are pretty nice, especially those Mr. Sinister's 2 copies of the first appearance of Mr. Sinister. That's pretty decent. And I love the Nimrod storyline. Even though it's not worth a whole hell of a lot, I still like it. But let me know what you think. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you again soon.